Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com. And I'm here for your weekly Facebook Live. Every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Central Time, I come to you and do some demonstration, and we talk stamping, and we do some tips and tricks and all kinds of fun things. So I've got something a little bit different for you tonight that I think you're going to like. We're going to go masculine card tonight, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this month's Twist Club. This is actually my second Facebook Live today because I did a local event here in San Antonio today, and this is my first set. I'm doing 2 a month throughout the rest of the year, and I'm doing them at a little tea room, and we're doing a different kit each month, and just having tea, fellowship, friendship, some simple stamping projects. These are perfect for just relaxing and stamping. It's perfect for brand new stampers. You know, it could be a mother and daughter, a couple of sisters, a couple of friends. It could be just a person who's never stamped before. It can be for anybody. So it was a really good time, and I just decided while I was there to turn on to Facebook Live for a few minutes because it is in a really unique venue that I'm super excited about. I know the owner of the tea shop. I've worked with her before. And so when I found her new place, I was super excited. So here we go. I think I am up and running on my computer as well. There we go. Hey, Tasha, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek of one of the cards we're going to do on Saturday. So Tasha lives here in San Antonio. She's actually part of my church, and she's going to be at my Saturday card class. So usually on the last Saturday of the month, we have a local card class, and sometimes I have to bump it a little bit because of travel or a holiday, but usually we're on the last Saturday of the month. Hey, Sylvia, I'm glad you're joining us. So this is where we are going to start. This is the bundle that I featured. Every month I have a club. And you can do just 1 month or you can do a subscription. And in my club, thank you so much for sharing, Tasha, we make 8 cards and we center around a single stamp set or a bundle. Last month we did the Silly Goose stamp set. This month we're doing something fancy. I love the greetings on this, a really modern font combined with some real classic font. And this has, hey Mary, I'm glad you're joining me. This just has a lot of legs. You can go, you've got birthday, congrats, sympathy, you matter. I love this grateful for the everyday magic of you. You got a thank you. I also really love this, nothing fancy, just love. Here's for a wedding. Here's a little kind of belated birthday. So, there's just a lot of really good greetings here. And so in addition to that, look at the dies. The dies are the bomb. So I'm actually going to use this little guy tonight. You get a hexagon, and then I really love these dies here. These are probably my favorites. And the fact that they layer, and the fact that you can put these little guys in here to give it a little bit of extra detailing, which is really sweet. And a classic, strip, and then these guys here. So yeah, these are there's a lot to love here. So the paper that's part of this suite, I like, but I thought it was a little bit too artsy for what I wanted to do. And I really, really love this paper here. So this is artsy in a different way. So this is the paper that I'm featuring, and you get a 1/4 pack of this paper when you do my club, and I love, love, love these designs. They're shiny or gold on one side and then matte on the other. Look at those. Look at those shells. Aren't they gorgeous? So here's some waves, and then look at that. Va va voom, huh? And then this one, I didn't even get to use this one in my designs, but I really, really like this one because I was busy using this side. again, I mean, that's just like a little piece of framed art right there. This one here, kind of a speckled watercolor wash. And then look at that school of fish. Isn't that fun? And I think these are great for, you know, here's a kind of a barn piece or just a piece of wood. And then you've got these crabs and shells. I think you can do a lot with this for kids, for men, for women. I mean, look at that. Just gorgeous. And that's kind of an interesting piece, but I like this side a lot better. Now that one I've already done. Let's see. Here's, oh, this is gorgeous. There's some more of that really shiny, pretty piece. And then another kind of a sky. And then here is the, I've always loved sandpipers. So the sandpiper and the crab. And then here's another. Now this school of fish has a crumb cake background, where this one has the soft succulent. So there is a little bit of difference in those two. And hey, Jolene, I'm glad you're here. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. I do appreciate that. When you share my video, you do get entered into my drawing, and I think Mary is the winner from last week. So yay for you. I do like to give away things when you guys share. So this is just a really pretty soft pattern with all different shells. And then look at that side. I mean, just gorgeous. I think these are drop dead gorgeous patterns. And so I paired them with a simpler, instead of pairing it with the stamp set that goes with it, I paired it with a simpler stamp set that's all about the greetings, because I really wanted the paper to take, you know, center stage. So let me show you the cards, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it tonight. Hey, Margaret, I'm glad you're here. So my cards with a twist, I've been doing this for years, and I do 2 each of 4 designs with a twist. So you can see my twist where we cut the piece of paper that's been die cut, embossed on the Big Shot. And I also added some of these little shells. Now this is from a different this is from By the Bay stamp set. And this is with that pearlescent paper, which I just thought was kind of a natural fit with this. You do get a roll of this gold ribbon. It's just the soft shimmer gold. And then these flat pearls are just super fun to work with. So this is that Grateful for the Everyday Magic of You. Then I have these 2 cards, May the Good You Do. Here, I just took that scene, that gorgeous beach scene. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do much else to that. So here I kind of glammed it up a little bit with the extra pearl. And then here is, hey Barbara, I'm glad you're here too. So here I'm really letting the paper just be, and I love that You Matter to so many with that gorgeous paper. I mean, it is, it's like a work of art. And then this one, the same kind of pattern or the same layout, but this time I added the ribbon. And I twisted, this is where I get cards with a twist, because I oftentimes twist things, and just twisted the label and layered them up. And hey, Crystal, thank you for sharing. Welcome from Austin. And this one is probably my favorite because it does just showcase the paper so beautifully. I typically do a fun fold, and so this is my flip top fun fold. And this is 2 different patterns, of course. No, actually, this is the same piece, front and back. This is 2 different patterns. And I use this big, huge label here and just a little tiny one here. But, and on this one, I brought the DSP all the way to the end and gave a little gap here. On this one, I brought the DSP here and gave a little gap here. I like to show you the possibilities and to show you lots of variety when you have a layout, when you have designs, so that, you know, in my mind, I'm equipping you in your card making. So that is Cards with a Twist, and that is for April. I just launched it yesterday. So there are the, the links for you. And again, you can do it just as a single month, or you can do my club. When you do the club, you do get special pricing on the actual packet. And then you also get special pricing on any add-ons that you might want to add. And then you also get a $25 product bonus after a 6-month subscription. Okay, so we're going to go with something fancy. Now let me give you a little sneak peek. And this is kind of where I'm heading for tonight. I wanted to do something masculine. So this is a card that we're doing on Saturday card class, super simple. And this is featuring this really fun paper. Now I have to say, I think this paper is really fun. I'm not going to get the stamp set. There's nobody in my family or in my circle of friends that's into motorcycles. So I think this is really cute, but I can do a lot with the paper. And I don't have to have the stamps or the dies. So, I mean, there's a whole suite, and I'm actually not even overly keen on the embossing folder that goes with it, or with these little doodads. So I just did something different with it. And I used one of the new embossing folders. This is the new Classics. They're actually unavailable until May, but this is the new online exclusives. And then I paired this with this fabulous masculine stamp set. And actually, you could do 3 different things would go easily into these circles. So let me just show you this paper really quick, and then we're going to do something with the Something Fancy stamp set. But we're going to go with this paper. And this is another specialty. And look at how pretty. I mean, see, to me, you don't even need the stamps for that because it's right there. It gives you it all. This checkerboard is super fun. And then look at that. Really vintage motorcycle gear. And then you've got the bolts. This paper I'm going to show you because that's the one we're going to use tonight. And then here you've got the wrenches that are super shiny. And then this one with the old, these retro motels kind of out in the, like this looks like New Mexico or someplace. And then this one with the tire treads. And then the other side, this, of course, is the gorgeous piece, but not if you're going to do masculine. This gives you a little bit of femininity in this. Of course, women ride motorcycles too. Oh, let me show you real quick. The other way I wanted to use a little bit more of this paper was to bring some of that to the inside. So every day with you is another adventure, and going with this little travel motif. So let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to go with the kind of sepia tone. So let me show you something. Let's see, where'd it go? So this piece of paper, when you turn it over, look at all these cool designs. So these are designed where you can cut them into 3x4. Some of these are 5x3, 3x3. There's all kinds of different pieces here. And each one of these will make its own card. Well, I decided I would do something for, I like this retro, very vintage travel piece. Again, nobody in my family is into motorcycles, although I think this is really cool. And I would use everything else here, even though they're not into motorcycles. Maybe this one I would probably give to somebody else. Okay, so what I did was I cut this little piece. I just think that it's just like an old travel postcard. So let's see what we're going to do with this, because we're going to create something a little bit different. And of course, this is all in my head. I haven't done this yet. Now this is a 5x3 piece, and I'm matting it onto 5 1/4 by 3 1/4 soft suede. There's several colors you could go with on matting this, but I decided I would go with soft suede. And then I thought it looked really good on a crumb cake card base. So that's where I'm going to go here. And honestly, I just don't even think it needs very much more. However, I am going to put a greeting, and I'm going to pick up this orange. Now, this orange, pumpkin pie is the color that's part of the suite. You honestly can use pale papaya. You can use calypso coral. Could probably even use a little bit of, what do you call it? Cajun Craze. But I thought maybe, now we're going to experiment with this. I think I might want to add a little bit of a layer here. And I might want to do, because this has a little bit of like, it looks old. So I thought, well, let's try spattering this a little bit. And let's try doing that with, this is one of our new online exclusive stamp sets. Doesn't have anything to do with masculine anything, but look at that stamp right there. That stamp right there is going to be used a lot. And I thought, well, let me just take a minute and show you, because this stamp set has not been mounted yet, at least not mostly. So let me take a minute and show you the way I like to mount my stamps. Because if you get a photopolymer stamp set, it's already done. You know, you don't have to add a label to it. But if you have a cling rubber stamp, it's going to come like this. And sometimes people go, well, what's the best way to do this? I will show you the way I do it. So when I pull this out, I'm going to take this completely off. This is the little protective piece. And then I am going to take this, and if you look at it in the light, it has a little split down the middle. So let me pull that off. And then I am going to take this, and you get one shot with this. Oh, I guess I better get it in the right direction. There we go. And I'm doing just half strategically, because then when I lift this, the other half still has the protective piece, and then I can just peel this back and bring it right like, pull that off. Well, theoretically, there we go. Corinne, hello, hello. Thank you for sharing my video. I appreciate that so much. Now, even though this is lined up totally over here, it's hanging over the edge a little bit. That's not going to affect anything, so I'm not going to worry about it. So that's my quick little tip on mounting your clear mount stamps. Now, I thought I brought a block. Yep, I did. And a little bit of crumb cake ink. Now, what I want to do here, I think I want to stamp this off. So let's just experiment with this a little bit first. Oh, actually, I could just do it. Yeah. Let's do this and see what we think. I'm going to just go here and here. So I'm stamping it once and then stamping again. And we'll see. Do we want to add this little element or not? Now, for anybody who's not been here much before, I like feedback, so let me know what you think. Do we like that little bit, or is it a little bit too much? Do you think it's kind of competing with this? Now, I could also do it where it's all, hey Pam, thank you so much for being here and for sharing my video. I appreciate that so much. Now, the other thing I could do is I could do it with stamping off all the way, because I think it's a little bit strong still. So let's try stamping off and see what we think. Here, and oh, I was going to stamp off completely. Okay, here we go. Let's go stamp off, and then again. See, you still get, it comes out really pale, but I'm still getting some of that spatter. Okay. Okay, Kim likes it. She likes the spatter. Adds a little bit of interest. So let's see if I do the pale spatters. Oh, I do like the pale ones better. I do like that better. So far, that's where we're going. Now, I do want to do my greeting, and I'm going to go with something fancy. And I wanted to just do a little strip. I like this little guy right here. And I thought either of these I could go with. I think I'm actually going to do the congratulations for like a new job, doing something well with your job. I think would be a fun greeting just to go right there. So let me peel this off. I'm going to actually put the stamp away. And anybody else going to weigh in on my spatters? Kim says she likes it, so that's what I'm going to go with. Somebody else. And I think it does add something. You know, I kind of toyed with an embossing folder. I toyed with adding a little bit of orange there, but I thought it was just a little bit too much. Although that actually looks pretty good right there. But then I would have, you know, then what color would I put across here? So I'm open to, definitely open to opinions here. Okay, so Diane and Pam like it too. And I think we're just going to save the pumpkin pie for the greeting. Now, let's put this stamp away. And that means that I can put my stamp on this block here. And I think what I need is I've got cards and buckets packed up for Saturday card class, and I needed my soft suede ink pad. So let's put that here, and we are going to ink up congratulations. You know, these really thin ones can be a little bit of a challenge. Haha, perfect. Second time was the charm. Hey, Catherine from Jacksboro, Tennessee. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining us tonight. We're doing a masculine card, and we're just using the masculine designer paper. And then we're using a greeting from Something Fancy. So I have my little mini cut and emboss right here. This goes with me to Saturday card class. You know what? I might just give you a sneak peek on the other cards too. Oopsie. Because I've got several buckets all ready to go. Okay, congratulations. Now you see, I like that because I know it's going to come out straight and it's going to be ready and nothing wonky, and that's why I like a little die like this. Okay, hang on. This is what you should not do. Make sure I'm straight. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. That's the way it goes. Well, I don't know about y'all where you are, but spring has sprung here in San Antonio. We actually have a major warm front going on right now, and it's really muggy. And I'm not thrilled with muggy. Not my favorite. Oh, it's a little bit crooked. You know what? I am going to redo that because I can, because it shifted on me a little bit. So let's go one more time. Because I messed with the plates, and when I messed with the plates, it shifted on me. And I really kind of want this to be straight because everything else on this card is really got a lot of linear angles, and I want to make sure that my greeting is nice and straight. So let's get the sandwich going here, clear, here, here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this plate just a little bit down from the top one or from the bottom one. And then the other one I'm going to put right in line with the bottom one, and that should give me the perfect, now you see it's shifting on me. Okay, let me show you my other little trick here. This is Post-it note tape. I got it from Amazon. And I just need a little piece to hold this in place. The other thing is sometimes it will kind of bend up on you a little bit, and you can just kind of bend it down and then it holds steadier. So that is going to go right there, and now I don't have to worry about anything shifting at all. So now, there we go. So Jolene, it's in the 40s in the Twin Cities, Minnesota. Wow. Shorts weather for you. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. The snow is melting. Okay. But you still have a lot. Yeah. Wow. That is amazing. I bet it looks like a winter wonderland. My kiddos that live in England, they live in the north. Of course, all of England's had a lot of snow this year. Kind of this, yeah, since the new year. And where they are up north, man, they've had a ton. And I tell you what, my daughter-in-law is a plucky girl. She's got 3 kids, and the oldest is 4, and she's got them all out on the sledge and the toboggans. And you know, she had a couple of mom friends, so I think they were all doing it together. But I'm like, wow, you go, girl. But of course, the baby is in a little pack on her. And then the 2-year-old and 4-year-old, they are piggybacking on a sledge and just having a grand old time. Okay, now before I stick this down, let's see. Here. Now let's see. Haha. Now I can go this way, or I can flip this over here, which I think I might just like better. And then, oh, I think I like that better. Yeah, okay. So that is coming along. Now I'm going to add a couple of these little guys, I think. So these seem like they would go really well. These are the Rustic Metallic Adhesive Dots. These are from the annual catalog. And I also thought I might add just a little ribbon. This is the crumb cake. This is the one that comes in a set of 2, and you get the red and the crumb cake. Grab scissors. Let's see if we can incorporate just a wee bit of ribbon. Just give it a little bit of texture. Okay, now we are ready to put this together. So let's see. And I think this is, you know, my husband and I, we are definitely senior citizens, but my sons have been raised on lots of classic films and classic art, so I think they would also, I'm thinking this is going to go to one of my boys, to do with some of the cool things that's happening with their work right now. So do I want to add this or not? Is it going to be too much, or could I pop this right under here like so, and then this like so? What do we think? I kind of like that. Okay, so this is going to be popped underneath, which means I should have. Now you see, this is what I like about seal. Until it's really dry, you have some wiggle room there. So I'm going to come along here, and I love it for adhering ribbon because it's a dry adhesive, and I don't have to worry about it warping my ribbon. Haha, see, just that little bit of texture. You know, a lot of times less is more. Now, sometimes more is more, but in this case, this is a less is more. My husband and I several times went and vacationed in far west Texas, and this is very similar to what the roads look like. Oh yeah, I think we're going to bring it right down there, because these are meant to look like little bits of, or maybe right about there. Now this is going to need to go up on some mini dimensionals. So we are making a classic masculine card without any masculine stamps. So this is really just all about the something fancy which I think is really a must-have. And I have to say, when I'm doing my twist club, I always really endeavor to do something that's going to be really versatile with the stamps and really versatile with my designs, because I like versatility, I like variety, and I like value. So that's really the three things that I work for with my, I think we're going to do that. Okay, I'm liking this. Now, and I think about, you know, too, like if you had a grandpa, if you have an older family member would really love this. Oh yeah. So there we go. There is our classic masculine card. You know what? I think I ended up adhering the one that's not totally straight. Okay, that's going to bug me. I re-stamped it, but then I left this on my table. So yeah, it reminds you of Fort Stockton. Yeah, we've driven out that way. We've vacationed in Marfa and Fort Davis Mountains several times and really love that area. So yeah, very similar. So I'm glad you're liking the vibe, ladies. And, you know, sometimes we also, I mean, like I said, I have several family members that would really appreciate this card, but I know sometimes we take cards and donate them to nursing homes. Let me tell you, this would be a fan favorite. But I think anybody who appreciates, like I said, my kiddos appreciate classics. So there we go. Super simple masculine card featuring this super fun paper. So let me find it again. Where'd it go? Here it is. So the Ready to Ride paper, I think, is worth having, even if you don't do the stamp set and everything that goes with it. I mean, that is just, there's a lot of gorgeousness there. And then these, I'm going to mostly, now this checkerboard would be really cute too. I've got a grandson who loves to play checkers. So these, I'm going to be using the back side mostly. This one, I love the front side. And this was inspired by, first of all, my Twist Club cards, which feature the, Something Fancy bundle. So that's where I was heading. And then I was designing for my Saturday Card Club, and this is where I went. Now you could add, you know, I was thinking about should I or shouldn't I? Now Tasha and Mary are on here and they're going to be at my class. Should we add a little bit of red here to the motorcycle and just pick up a few of these, you know, a little bit of that red might be kind of fun. And then we took the paper to the inside as well. So it's super fun paper. I mean, it's like $15 and you get, you know, 12 by 12 sheets. And this sheet right here, I mean, look at how many card fronts and accents you have just with that one. And this is what I used tonight for my classic motor scene driving in. Okay, so Tasha thinks we should add a little bit of red. So I'm going to throw that red marker in there and add a few accents, and we'll see if we can play with it. So that is it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate you tuning in. Remember that if you would like to join my Twist Club, all the details are here. It is a subscription, and it gives you preferred pricing on the actual packet as well as any add-ons. And then you also get a $25 product goodie bag after 6 months. If you want to do just a single class with my Twist Club, you can do that too. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh, be sure to share. So thank you for sharing my video. That helps me tremendously. And when you do that, I help you because you go into my drawing, and I do a drawing for every single Facebook Live demonstration video. So I will be back again next Thursday. In the meantime, you can find me at sweetstamper.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and God bless.